I'm going to share one of those parent moments where you sit there and you pull on the pull cord like 10 times. You think it died. Who installed the kill tether switch? Okay, flip it on, dummy.
Oh, mine's a dummy.
Is it on now?
Yes.
Okay, let's try this again without stuff. Okay, choke off because it's warm. Look at how much nicer it works when somebody turns the kill back off. Alright, hey, I would try third.
Yeah, I was going to try third.
Alright, this is literally our maiden voyage on this idea. Whoa, that's scary. Yeah, I would bet we're probably pulling 10 easy. Go for it. We happen to have a lot of rock and gravel that need to move for several different projects. So John's currently working on, what are you doing?
Throwing that little nub down.
So he's grinding out this little nub so he can flip this 180 degrees because these use a ground to kill function. So what you do is you take a race car toggle red switch and you flip it 180 degrees. You connect one side to the coil wire here and you connect the other side to a ground. I prefer to go direct to engine on ground on a machine of this nature because the rust causes all kinds of quibbles. So therefore usually we ground out right here. We have our gas pedal that we designed this winter. So we've got our RCG Brat pedal here. We've got our mount that we designed that is kind of Willy Wonka. We haven't decided whether we're going to use that or not. So we're going to be putting that onto this. And we need to put exhaust, a hood, and John has decided he wants this to be brakes. And what we ended up figuring out down here, see if I can get you guys into this. This bar here moves forward attached to this, and it's almost the right length for the brake bar right there that moves forward in order to pull the brakes. So I'm going to undo that, and then I'm going to undo the bottom of this one, and I'm going to cross them over with an adapter so that at that point this is just here because it's here, and this will be John's preferred brake because if drifting existed in Maine, I'm pretty sure John would be into the idea of doing drifting. Because throttle limits are a waste of time, right? Yeah. John has decided that junkyarding wire officially sucks. What do you got there? What's the knife?
Oh, it's a sponsor.
It's a sponsor? What's the name here? It is a Steinbucky. And it's grungy because Jessie took it to work, used it for a week. She says it works really good on rope, but sucks on cardboard. John, what do you think after using it all day on stuff? Did it work good on the black tape and things?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's quite interesting to use.
So, I think they're about $30, $35 stainless steel. What do you think about the knife?
Interesting. I've never had a flip out knife.
Yeah, it's spring-loaded, isn't it?
Yeah.
It auto-flips? Alright, hold it out, and there we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, so, 35 bucks. Would you buy it?
Yeah.
Yes? Just because it's a sponsor or because you like it?
I like it.
Okay, honesty is the best policy when we do reviews, right?
Mm-hmm.
Attaboy.
I would definitely get a black one though. since having this over time would probably make it grungy.
Parenting moment. We're working on using a lighter in order to do these Chinese solder connections here. Okay. So what you do is you do the blue on one wire, you slide the other wire in, you balance it, you do the blue on this side, and then you do the center.
I feel like I'm doing this wrong.
You're fine. It's part of playing Twister with wires. Don't burn your thumb. Great. We caught you burning yourself on video. At least we can prove it wasn't my fault. Without putting your thumb where the wind's gonna blow. Okay, get closer. Get closer. Get...
What's happening?
Okay, give me this. You hold it. Okay. You gotta get up close to it and quickly melt it down, and the wind's gonna get me too. Here we go. Let's try it again. That wind is not our friend today. There we go. And done. Right there. You can see it start to melt the solder. We're gonna call that good. I'm doing good with the welding, but it's really hard to concentrate when this is what just walked up next to you. What in the hell do you think you're doing? Alright, what are you doing?
I've never had enough full wrap to do this, but now I do.
Okay, what are you about to do?
It's a suit of bubble wrap.
And what are you going to do with your suit of bubble wrap?
I'm going to see how effective it is.
On what, the trampoline?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see it. You gotta land like full flat on your front. Go really, really high and then land flat faced.
Okay.
No, you pansied out. You gotta go really high and land flat.
Okay.
There you go. Good hit. Here we go. So we've got a brake holder here. So its natural thing is to lean back. That's brake on. That's brake off. It naturally wants to roll that way. I don't know if you John Deere guys can tell me if this hood placement is normal. John and I both think it looks kind of Willy Wonka, but maybe that's because we're used to like Craftsman hoods and stuff. But the way this looks is kind of weird and out of place. It would not fit with this, and it was already broken in one spot, so I figured I would just pop that off and set it aside. We can do something else with it later. John and I are both wondering if these pillars are wrong for the frame. And there's two reasons. First of all, the paint on these pillars is great condition compared to the paint on the rest of the frame. So they seem very out of place compared to the rest of the machine. Now, if we flip this up, we're still arguing on what to do with the exhaust. But we did get the throttle assembly hooked up. I saw this in a post many years ago, and I don't remember where it was. But what they did was they cut the arm like this. They bent it up. They took a grinder to the center notch on this. They put the cable in, and then they pinched it closed around the end of the cable. And then this is just the regular standard hold down cable off of any lawn tractor engine. So John, if you hit the gas, there we go. So it's adjustable. Right now it comes around to full throttle without any issue. We have the tachometer hooked up that we're gonna have to dial in. We've got our radiator gas tank in there. And I'll post up part information for everything here. The clutch and everything will post up parts info. We've got the gas pedal now is all glued into place so that John has that. We've got the adjustment point here also that we can use. And these also have a limiter screw that you can put in them. So that gives us 1, 2, 3 points of adjustment on the throttle. which definitely helps out on something like this. I don't like this. I think it's, I mean, I can move it up and down with my pinky. I think it's too loose, but we'll figure that out eventually. Otherwise than that, we need to do what?
Exhaust?
Exhaust. That's right. We need to do the exhaust. I think what we're going to do is bring the exhaust up a little bit and then side dump it so that it just barely sits inside of this. There we go. I'm liking the look. The EMT conduit exhaust we bent up using our Vevor pipe bender and stuff. I did another video using that to make a twin cylinder exhaust that everybody loves. I'll post a link for that video down below. But I think at this point we're all set, ready to fire it up. Now we've got a pin thing going through here in order to hold the brake pedal in place in case we decide we want to use it for something else or hydraulic upgrades or something later. Just because, instead of ripping it out. But, at this point, I think it's time for a test drive. Alright, go ahead. Go for it. Alright, why don't you drop it and put it into first? It should be really, really slow. Okay, put it in second. Alright, go for third. This time a little less florid, okay? Alright, go for fourth. Okay, you can go drive it. You like that? Alright, well, let's put it to work. Let's hitch it up to a fully loaded cart of rock and see what it does. Alright. Okay. Choke off because it's warm. Look at how much nicer it works when somebody turns the kill back off. Alright. Hey. I would try third.
Yeah, I was going to try third.
Alright, this is literally our maiden voyage on this idea. Alright, so you're in first here? Yep. Alright, go ahead and pull it up. Where your rear tires are. Yep, keep going. Okay, go up. Okay, pull forward. What was that?
Fall off. It's your fault.
Home, Toby! Whoa! What gear are you in? Oh! into fourth. Alright, no speed shifting for you. Okay, go for it. Whoa, that's scary. Yeah, I would bet we're probably pulling 10 easy. Let me out of this death trap. Whoa, don't hit the brake while I'm trying to get off. Alright, shut it off. Yeah, see, the little toggle thing, it has to go up when you're trying to start it. Dummy. Alright, so what do we got financially into this thing? The generator engine was free. That came off John's old Cub Cadet mud mower. EMT was left over from another exhaust project. Okay, $10 for that. 30 bucks for the clutch. The belt was like 20 bucks. Some spray paint. Oh, we forgot the throttle. So the throttle's like another $15.
So about under 100 bucks?
Yeah, about 100 bucks. Probably does close to about 10 miles per hour, I would say. It's got plenty of pull in third gear, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, we could up the pulley just a little bit, or shrink the pulley in the rear just a little bit to get some more top end. But I think it's going good just the way it is. We had to put a jet upgrade in it. That was the other thing I meant to say. So this is an adjustable idle jet carburetor. So it's running the stock idle jet, but this thing is wallied way out. So I really should do an idle jet upgrade, and it has a 90 in it right now for the main jet, which I would say is tuned in pretty good. It sounds pretty good.
Sounds good, drives good, and I like the brake.
Yeah. Oh, these mufflers are Tractor Supply mufflers. I get asked that a lot, that this one looks different than the ones on Amazon. That's because this is different. This is one from Tractor Supply, and they do sound different. On these, the baffle runs clear to like, I'm trying not to burn myself. The baffle runs clear to like one side big time, and it sounds different on the Tractor Supply ones. Well, there we go. I think we babbled enough. We need to get some more rock done tomorrow and go from there.
Bye.
Aye. Say bye-bye.